So our special guests at this moment are Art's children.
Hello.
Again, 3 episodes in a row, I think.
Oh.
So, Reese and Riley, you've recently seen this movie again, The Empire Strikes Back. And
Yeah.
Riley and I have just finished this level on Disney Infinity where we defeat
Yep.
the AT-ATs and we leave Hoth and get on to the next part of the movie. But I got to tell you, it's a lot of fun playing that game. Disney Infinity, what's the game called? It's not just called Star Wars. What's it called, Reese?
Infinity 3.0, right?
Well, yes, Infinity 3.0, but
Yeah.
this game is called, and it plays all 3 of the original Star Wars films. It's called
I don't know.
something
What? You
something
play it all the time.
something the Empire or
Actually, Reese hasn't played it all. I'm
right.
the one that always.
I
Me and
know-
Daddy only play it.
I know the one for the new movie is going to be called Rise Against the Empire or
right,
something like
right,
that.
something like
Sounds
that.
Awful
So
lot like Terminator.
So we had to do the whole learning the tow cables and going around the AT-ATs, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. All right, Riley.
I haven't been in that.
What
yet.
do you think
Or
about
played.
this movie? This is the movie where you discover that Luke Skywalker's father is Darth Vader.
What?
How do you feel about
What?
that?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Sorry about that.
we're not there yet. Spoilers.
man.
Jeez.
The thing is, though, even Riley knew it before it aired, because pretty much if you were born after 1983, it's just common terminology for someone to say,
Yeah.
"Luke, I'm your father," even if you're not even talking about
Actually,
Star Wars.
You know what I learned from a YouTuber?
Go ahead.
That is a misquoted line. It's
Correct.
Not, yeah, I hear that all the time.
He says,
It's like,
"No,
no, it's wrong.
I am your father."
your father.
I'm surprised Lucas didn't change that for special editions. Well, everybody kind of says, so maybe we should switch it. Oh, I got to change out one thing. All right,
Oh.
so what have you been doing today, girls? You've been drawing pictures?
Yeah, I actually have a new one.
All right,
that I
show
made
Greg
right
what you
here.
made today.
You've
Oh,
made
wait.
a new cartoon for
This
us.
is
The
my
AT-AT
tradition now. I have to make some.
She always
weird
makes a Gods and
I love
Monsters
it.
drawing.
Okay.
It's the poster for this show. It's amazing.
Look at that. With Art and Greg. I love how you drew my terrible beard on my face. That's excellent.
I wasn't exactly sure how to do that, so I'm just like squiggly lines.
Shading. You did it. You killed it. Nice. I love it.
Is that a dog?
I want to use it. Yeah.
Dog barking.
Apparently, there's a dog in the store.
I've actually seen a few here. I just learned the other day that you can actually have pets in here.
Well
I don't
done.
know if that's such a great idea.
Yeah.
Because, like, what if you were to bring Squeaker here? I mean, what do you...
Oh.
You would
is-
bite every dog.
Are cats allowed if dogs are allowed?
It almost has to be, right? You
Have you
can't.
ever-
I don't think Squeaker would want to be allowed.
Have you ever put a leash on Squeaker and took her for a walk?
No.
Him?
Him?
He doesn't
My
like the
grandma does that all
leash.
the time.
Wait. All cats are girls.
I get that feeling
not
too. All dogs are
scientifically
boys and all cats are girls.
That is not scientifically true. Okay, you got me. Fine.
I decided not to bring any action figures because I'd end up losing them or losing the guns. But I brought this one because I bought it at Celebration, that event we were talking about. Because it's I don't collect. I only played with them as kids, and so I've never bought any. Since I was a kid. But I was like, this one's kind of cool because I'll keep it forever. It's a actual.
Oh, you took his head right off.
It's
Oh,
George
that's George
Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
a George Lucas like rare.
Huh.
Oh, look at! I didn't even realize this. Like everything swivels now on the things. Like, you imagine on the old ones, the hips swiveling, and the lightsaber used to just come out of the side of the
I
arms
remember
on the
that.
old
That was
ones.
So cool. Do you girls have any action figures like that?
Reese does.
Yeah, I do.
What do you got?
Actually, just recently.
I know who Reese is, Riley. I can only swing my head so far.
Anyways, so actually just
Anyway.
today, a while ago, I had a lot of Tron action figures.
Oh.
And they're
wait,
like
the Tron
really-
Uprising or the Tron?
Like the Legacy.
Yeah, the Uprising
Oh,
didn't come out with
specific.
action figures, but when the movies came out, Disney kind of went crazy with the action figures, and we bought a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I have like one it's about that tall, and I just put it on my desk today. My desk is super crowded right now, and with Christmas coming, I'm just like,
Her
What
desk
am I
is
gonna
filled with
do?
little
Oh my
figurines and little action figures. What's the most recent action figure you bought? Do you
Well,
remember?
yeah, I do remember.
Speaking of our guest from last week,
Wait, I never saw that episode. What was that?
the guy who played Marty McFly.
That was right. That was
She
right.
bought a Marty McFly action figure.
Hey, Doc.
I found
can't
it at
believe that.
Walgreens.
Walgreens. That's a
It
weird
was
place
the
to buy
most
toys.
shocking thing ever.
Right.
I was just like, what?
I think I need to visit you guys' house soon and see all of your cool toys.
You'd be
I haven't
surprised.
been there in a long time.
I don't think you'd be surprised at all the Gravity Falls stuff I have.
No, I wouldn't be surprised with that.
I wouldn't be
so
surprised.
much,
Wow,
but,
even the neck swivels. Look at the George Lucas. What?
What? That's weird. He's almost like a
his
Pez
head
dispenser.
up and down. It's like, we want to buy your company. What?
Wait
$4
a
million? $4 billion?
When did you get that?
Like 4 years ago. He's been sitting on my desk with like the helmet in his arm.
That's not 4 years ago, George Lucas. That's like
that's true.
1986
Yeah,
George
that's
Lucas.
definitely true.
You know what's really weird? One time
No way
when
in
we
hell
were
he'd
at
fit
the
in this.
Contemporary at Disney, I saw a guy that looked like young George Lucas.
I
and it was
saw,
like,
it could have been.
Whoa.
But George Lucas hasn't looked like young George Lucas in a long time.
No, he got fat.
I think the idea was that this is how he looked when he made the films.
Yeah. That
It
makes
looks
sense.
like someone just threw powder all on his face.
All right, this is one of my favorite scenes from the movie.
Which.
This is the asteroid belt scene.
Oh.
And it's one of the best songs that John Williams ever put together. It's called Fields of Stone. And I hear it playing in the store once in a while. It's one of Todd's favorites also. It's just great music. It's coming up here in a minute. And we probably shouldn't be listening too closely because it won't show up on YouTube if we do.
You
We
know,
have to
a
keep
lot of
talking.
times,
And here's no seatbelts. And
No seatbelts.
It's
Well,
a
it's a
there's-
Star Trek rule also.
Doesn't
No
it have its
seatbelts.
own
That's
gravity
dangerous.
force and stuff like that? Gravity field?
That's what the script says. I don't know.
Yeah. But apparently all these
Right, because the two
knuckleheads
ships
fell
almost
over.
just ran into each other.
What, the Star Destroyers?
Yeah.
Those are not maneuverable. It's not like you're going to... Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Right.
When those things turn, you don't know.
Right.
I mean, it's not like, oh, whoa. Anyway.
Watch this. All right, so no.
So, Riley, did you enjoy Empire Strikes Back?
Did you enjoy this movie, Riley?
A little confusing.
No.
A lot was going on in this film.
She was just like, and I explained this before, what she was like with Back to the Future. When you see
I
it
still
and
get
the
excited.
music and the fighting, it's like she gets excited and you forget that was an exciting thing the first time you saw it.
Well, this is for the first, 45 minutes, it feels like there's just nothing but action.
Right.
So, I mean, they pick up pretty much where Star Wars leaves off.
Right.
Because Star Wars took a little while to get moving with the action, and this just right into it. And I think it's not until
he goes to
Dagobah
Yoda.
where
Yeah,
things
goes
slow
to
down.
Yoda.
Well, that's because it's the sequel, and so
And?
it's like I don't know.
I like how you're
It's
Go ahead.
sort of
12.
yeah.
I
Actually,
like-
12,
I like
almost
how you're
12 and a half.
I like how your almost 12-and-a-half-year-old is telling me how movie sequels are
But
supposed to go.
she didn't follow up though.
I like it.
Yeah,
No, I understand where you were going with that. It made sense.
like knew what I was thinking in my
Okay.
head, but
Oh, yeah.
couldn't put it into words.
Okay, here's the best part here because we're not dealing with animation, we're dealing with lots of cool stuff.
actual
And here's the song,
Props, right?
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, they built all these things and they smashed all these things.
Yeah.
And there's no retakes when you smash that stuff.
so you said for the new movie
Mhm.
that they made like a full-size Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
What did they do for this one? I mean, you can
These
tell,
are
you can-
miniatures. These are models.
I mean, you
they're
can
still
kind of tell
big.
when they're inside the ship. It just looks too small.
From what
to
I've
be
seen though,
true.
like the model was like the size of these tables put together still.
And it was
What?
it was ridiculously detailed. I
Yes.
mean, like to make those tiny little pipes and stuff like that run along the outside of the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
Did you ever have a Millennium Falcon toy?
I never did. That was the one thing I always wanted, but I couldn't complain as a
Wasn't-
kid because I had this. I had the AT-AT, and it's like, who didn't want the Millennium Falcon?
Oh my God, that was like the holy grail
I know.
of what every kid wanted. And you know
I
what?
know.
I never had any Star Wars toys
Right.
ever. A friend of mine, Matt Wolf, he always had a lot of the action figures, and we would play action figures at his house.
Sure.
But-
Shame.
yeah, I know. My parents didn't love me. I'd say it over and over again. They
That's
never bought me.
And that's
Star
for
Wars
a different podcast because Greg's going to tell us about interviewing his parents one day.
stuff. Oh yeah, that happened. Anyway, we'll move on.
But yeah, we all had friends. If we didn't have the Star Wars characters, somebody else did. A
Oh,
friend.
Yeah. I don't think you could be a kid in the early '80s and not have somebody in your friend group have
Right.
a full set of these things.
But that was the one thing I felt I had that none of my other friends had, which was the AT-AT.
Yeah.
That was from Christmas 1980 because this movie came out in May of 1980.
Now, my question to you, Art,
Be careful.
did you recreate scenes with
Oh.
your friends and all your little figures and stuff like that?
Right.
Of the Battle at Hoth with that thing.
Yes, and not only that, but I also had the soundtrack on a record. We would play the record, and we would do that. Plus, I also had
That's awesome.
I had the two Hoth battlefields It was with the turret, and that would turn, and also had the.
Yeah.
There were like 2 separate ones.
Which is
So
now in a
I
toy
had,
box on the
yeah,
porch.
I have most of the Hoth play sets. There were like 3 different ones, 2 different ones plus the AT-AT. So yeah, absolutely, I did.
I feel like. Okay, so you have other Star Wars toys?
Yeah, I've got the Jabba the Hutt play set. I've got.
Do you still have the train up in the back room there?
No, that's because
No.
the overtime set's there. The train
Yeah,
came
yeah.
down when
that was
overtime
so
went up.
long ago.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't
know.
been there in a while. I feel like you should
I feel like I want the train.
I feel like for the movie The Force Awakens, I feel like you should create a scene
That's true.
from an older movie
And just
with all your stuff and
photos and videos
oh,
of that. Yeah,
I think that
I have
needs to
enough.
happen.
Yeah, I got a couple of the snow troopers.
Mhm.
Oh, it just got quiet. I think it's because we're in Dagobah now.
Yeah, because the movie slows down now.
And the
The
movie,
weirdest
So are they.
name
and you know
ever.
what? The movie
Dagobah?
movie definitely
Dagobah.
slows down here, but it's still considered the best of all the movies.
Well, Yoda's kind of old. You have to slow down for him.
Do you know how to do your Star Wars name?
No,
Do you
that's
have
a thing.
Do you have a pencil? Where's your-
It's
Greg's
over
going to show
there.
you what your Star Wars name will be. I'll go get
yeah.
it.
I'm gonna have
so
the most ridiculous name I can feel
probably.
it.
So there's
You
a
would probably be like Starlight.
there's a no there's a way to figure out what your Star Wars name is.
Really?
What is the first three letters of your first name?
R-E-E.
R-E-E. And what is the
But ours
first 2 letters of your last name?
M-I.
Okay.
Rima.
So Rima. Remy? Your
Remy?
Star Wars name is
That's
Remy.
not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Does that mean Riley's gonna be riling me? Rile
Riley.
me? He's gonna be Rile me.
Riley's Star Wars name is Rimey.
Or be Rile me?
No,
Rile
Rimey.
me?
Wait.
Rimey.
R-I-L-E-Y. R-I-L.
R-I-L.
So
it's,
Riley.
whoops, it's
Rile me. That's so close to the real name.
Rimey.
What's the thing that was?
Rile me. Rile me?
I thought the
Rolly.
I thought the Star Wars name was something about your street address you grew up on. And
No,
your,
that's your porn name. Never mind.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay, that's
so,
different. Thank you.
moving on. I'm gonna take a short break and I'll be right back.
All right, Greg's going to go take a break. We're going to keep continuing on here. The cameras are still recording. That's good.
Hey, Daddy.
Go ahead with your question.
What is your favorite movie out of all the Star Wars movies?
I still say that it is the original film. I enjoy Empire Strikes Back, the one we're watching right now, very, very much. But I got to still put the original movie up just a notch higher because it is the original movie. Nothing like that was created in
You mean A New
1977. Star Wars: A New Hope, of
Yeah.
course.
I
The-
go by
just
names now
when you-
because Riley doesn't understand how
When you-
things go in order.
When I can picture as a kid seeing
Meh.
the ships going down the trench at the end of the movie and the music is pounding and the ships are getting blown up all around Luke Skywalker and the Millennium Falcon comes flying in and everything explodes. I mean, it was just
It's
unbelievable.
Riley in Back to the Future. She's like, wow.
Exactly. It's just that good.
I still
Meh.
get crazy because it's amazing.
I like movie number 3 with the Ewoks.
That was The Empire Strikes Back. Another very good choice. Yes.
And Reese, which
Wow,
one do you
that
like,
is
Reese?
loud.
Loud, isn't it?
That is-
Reese, which
Oh,
one
here's
do you
where,
like?
here's where we see Darth Vader without his helmet on for a brief second. Maybe 2 seconds. Let's watch.
1 second.
We were all questioning the other day. What was he doing exactly at this point? Was he just getting...
I think this is like the first time people realized how old he was.
Yes.
Or just never
Or that he was-
saw the sun.
Right. You never knew how evil and old he was.
Old and evil.
So how has it been at Gods and Monsters today? You walked around, you saw a lot of pop characters. Tell me, name 5 pop
my-
characters you saw today.
Reese
Robin.
doesn't walk at all.
Robin.
Reese is just draw, and draw.
Well, it's you get creative when you come here and you want to
And
draw.
I made something awesome.
That's right. Here, let me see it again.
I think
I'll put
this
it in
is-
front of the
this
camera.
Is the show poster. I should have included myself.
She drew a picture of Greg and I doing the podcast, The Gods and Monsters Show, with Greg and Art. Very well done. So what kind of pop characters did you see today? You guys named some of the things you saw today here at the store.
Oh my gosh!
Pop characters.
So online, I found the whole series of Teen Titans Go,
Nice.
which I've now started watching Teen Titans.
The
on
original.
Amazon.
Is it weird seeing Teen Titans now that you've become like this huge fan of Teen Titans Go, the kids show?
Actually, I think I like Teen Titans better, and
Really?
Riley hates me for it.
Oh no.
Yes, I do.
But you know what? When they created Teen Titans Go, they didn't base it off the comic books at all. They based it more.
Well, a little bit.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is they based it off of the old show, and it's basically like what they do when they're not fighting crime.
Right.
And I kind of like look at Teen Titans Go, and like I watched that. I watched Teen Titans Go first. I found that first on Cartoon Network, and then I was like, I saw people online, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Teen Titans Go isn't as good as the original," and I'm like, I should probably just watch it just to see what it was like.
And what do you think?
And I watched it, and it was like my head exploded. It was awesome.
And then
And
today,
you know what? Everybody's right. It's a lot better than Teen Titans Go.
So you're getting the recommendation here first, folks. It's Teen Titans. And what's the other one? Teen Titans Go is the younger version, which you can find on Cartoon Network.
But anyways, to the pop characters.
Yes,
so,
pop characters you've seen here at the store.
So they have it for Teen Titans Go, which is like not as fun because of course I like the original.
Speaking
But-
of, they made a book called Tiny Titans, and it's like
Oh yeah, I saw that
Meh.
over there.
Tiny Titans.
it looks horrible.
It's even younger than Teen Titans Go.
worse than Teen Titans Go, but probably better than Teen Titans.
Ah.
You haven't even watched Teen Titans, so
Well, it looks
how can
stupid.
you judge?
What is it?
looks boo.
Okay, tell me what else you've seen in pop characters.
Robin from Teen Titans Go, Robin from Teen Titans, and
Whoa! You just no. That's not how it went. Let's just do something besides Robin, okay? So.
Any Back to the Future?
I did see Doc over there.
Did you
which
see
is awesome.
you saw the DeLorean?
saw
Is that a pop?
They don't have it here, and that is definitely my Christmas list because that is amazing.
You want a DeLorean for Christmas?
Not the real one.
Who doesn't?
The pop characters
well,
they
the
have, they
real
made a
one would be
DeLorean.
awesome.
Yoda.
All right, tagging out.
And he left.
So,
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah. Just as awkward as me seeing my fourth and first grade teacher here. That was,
Yeah, they
that
still
was
here?
really weird.
yeah, are they still here or no?
No, they're not here. They're not here.
Who's the stinky patchouli man? Who? Did you smell
What? I
that?
don't know.
Patchouli. It's what hippies use as deodorant, I guess, so that they don't stink.
We're learning.
Yeah. I don't think. Okay, so this is a top tip. I shouldn't be teaching children anything.
Security.
What? Oh, crap! He's back.
So
No,
they were telling me the different pop characters they've seen here today that really stood out. And the one, of course, they mentioned the most is Robin from Teen Titans.
Yeah, Teen
From
Titans
Batman
Go.
and Robin.
Go, Daddy.
Oh.
a company.
I put my little pop character Jane Cobb from the Firefly series.
Oh,
he
you
is
did.
now hanging from my rear bumper.
You
in my
purchased
car.
him recently, didn't you?
Well, last week we were here. Yes, I got a pop character, and he's now part of my car.
How many do you have?
Just one.
I have two. I have Joy and I have Olaf. Olaf is so hard
Joy.
to stand up.
I have
And
one.
pain.
And
What?
pain.
Nope, that's different.
Oh,
I'm talking about Inside Out.
sunshine. What?
I'm talking about Inside Out.
What's Inside Out?
That is the
really?
I
The
can't
first
stretch
Pixar
over
movie
any
that came
farther.
out this year.
Oh, that's right. I didn't
Recently
see it.
nominated
The
for a
one you
Golden
ruined
Globe.
for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be Riley.
Riley ruined it
Do
for
not
me.
put the blame on me for that. I was just here.
Oh, okay.
I
I
Just
just happened
here.
to be here.
Here's a good movie question.
I have
And the nominees
stuff.
for Best
Golden
Animated
Globes.
Film of the Year, Golden Globes nominations just came out. Hang on, I got the actual list here because one of the movies I didn't recognize. Did you? Was there one of them, Reese, that you didn't recognize the name? Oh,
There
I
were-
might be able to
I deleted
recognize
it.
There
But
were
it was-
a couple that were stinkers that just didn't do very well.
Well, there's one movie that I didn't know. It's probably some fancy schmancy foreign film that I don't know because I usually know all the animated films. But it's Inside Out, the Peanuts movie,
The Good Dinosaur.
the Peanuts movie, The
Shaun
Good
the
Dinosaur, Shaun the Sheep, which was really good.
That's fun.
And
I bet you
what else
Shaun
am
the
I
Sheep will
missing?
win.
What else am I missing, Reese? I hope Shaun the Sheep does win. I loved the Charlie Brown movie, and I loved Inside Out, The Good
Well,
Dinosaur.
For someone who wants to work at Pixar, me.
Yes.
that you?
Yeah.
Yes. We're going to try and get an internship there in the year 2020, first year of college.
Nice.
Pixar internship.
That's like my goal.
Building the resume right now.
Like even in school, we have this leadership notebook thing. It's horrible.
Me too.
Because
Blah.
actually, my school just officially became a leadership school.
Yes.
Congratulations for them.
What does
Good
that
for
mean?
you.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I mean, we announced it on the school news, so it's just like.
I saw it actually in the
congratulations.
Orlando Sentinel. It was kind of a big deal, but I don't know what it was.
I'm kind of
kind of a big deal here now.
Well,
Look
you
at-
should definitely start like doing drawings and stuff like that, like a lot of art.
This person in the window seems
I love it.
very
People are
impressed with the
appreciating my
store.
1980s ad, 1980 ad, I
80.
should say,
80.
that people are checking out because they realize that is the original one. Some of the stickers are starting to fade off,
Well,
but
you-
it still works.
You'll be surprised that when you're doing something that's out of the ordinary, everybody gets weird about it. Like it's that old Batman thing. It's like, if everything goes according to plan, everybody's fine. But you blow up one little hospital, everybody freaks out. Whatever.
I don't think they saw
I
that
have
movie,
no
but
idea
I
what you're
appreciate it.
talking about.
That's right, nor should you.
I have a trivia question.
Go ahead with
Oh,
your question.
What was the first Pixar movie?
Ooh, that's a good one because they just had their
I just
20th
watched the
anniversary.
documentary last night. It's amazing.
Yes, Greg, do you know the answer
Are you
to that?
talking full length film or
Yes, full
short?
length feature film.
That was Toy Story.
Correct. Celebrating its 20th anniversary this
Wow,
month.
What?
I know, 1995. In my opinion, should have been nominated for Best Picture, and it was not. And this was before an animation category existed,
Actually,
so
it got
nothing.
nominated
even,
for
like,
it
qualify
got nominated
for
for an
anything?
Oscar, but I forgot what it was.
I don't know what it
Music,
was.
maybe.
Probably. No, you're right, and it may have won actually for You Got a
Songs,
Friend in Me.
yeah.
But it was before the animation category. But there is no reason why it should have been nominated for Best Picture of the Year.
You know what? And what's really, really strange is I don't feel like the animation has progressed 20 years.
You know what? You will be surprised when you
Yeah.
watch the original Toy Story. Just to see,
I have watched it.
just to
not
see even
recently,
Woody's
recently.
eyes blink. It's a little.
You want to know a fun fact about
fluttery?
that?
Fun
Yes.
fact.
All of the characters in Toy Story, their eyes blink separately at a time. They don't blink at the same time.
Ah,
Creepy.
I know, it's really creepy, especially when the aliens are there and it's like...
we just
It
saw
sounds like this.
we just saw The Good Dinosaur in theaters this week, and there were 3 shots in the movie when there were no characters in it, and it was just like a babbling brook or leaves blowing in the wind.
Another
You would
fun thing
think
about
you
that.
would think if you were to see it and somebody was to show it to you, you'd think it was real.
Okay.
It was absolutely real.
Speaking of...
They've really mastered the whole thing with water now, which was
Definitely.
something they had issues with in the beginning because it was computer animation. Of course they did, but to see the water go down the river and The Good Dinosaur now, amazing.
What happened was water is made up of billions of particles,
Correct.
and they couldn't really model that properly until they had the processing power that they have now. And there are literally billions of particles in the animation.
Yes.
And each particle is mapped and tracked and
You know
and all
what?
that.
Have you seen the trailer for Finding Dory?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
there's a lot of like little particles in there too, and it's just so much more detailed than the Finding
original.
Nemo.
I
It
mean,
is.
most of that movie was underwater anyway. It was only those few scenes where they popped their heads out where it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is a good comparison because usually it's just murky and underwater. They come up above the water and it's just clear as can be. And the water, even back then, that movie's over 10 years old now.
I touched the butt.
Touch the butt.
Oh, we're watching a very
That's-
dark
Touch the
scene.
butt.
That is literally one of my favorite parts of any movie ever. When Nemo swims up to it and he's looking and he goes that defiance, and it's so funny. It's just that's one of my favorite parts ever in a movie.
Reese, do your grumpy cat face.
No.
Do it.
That doesn't really
I
translate.
told you it hurts my face.
Do
I
it.
do it too often. do
She
it,
does.
Reese.
She does a great
No.
grumpy cat impression, and she,
Go on, do
and
it.
what's great about it is
I
that
also
she
follow
doesn't
them on
know it.
Instagram.
She's not trying to do it. She just looks like it.
For one
No.
second.
I would like to know. What is the next thing, product,
it,
whatever
Reese.
that
question.
Reese Riley
Do it.
review will be reviewing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. What's the next thing? It was something you got for your birthday that we were gonna do.
Oh, we're gonna do
the
a headband
headbands
game.
thing.
Headband game.
It's a
It's
game where you
like-
put a headband on your head, but it's also got a card on it, and it's some sort of like
It's like
charades type
charades.
game.
Is
like,
it one card art?
It could very well be
I
if
haven't
you want to
played
put
that game in so long, I
if you
forgot
want
how
to
to
put
play it.
playing cards in there.
Have you seen the silly game where you put your face in a little hole and there's a
Pie face.
There's a little.
Pie face.
Right.
It's so fake.
Okay,
so
let's
fake.
let's talk
You
about
said
this
that,
for a
Reese.
second.
What does that mean? Fake.
When you
What are you talking
watch
about, fake?
watch
Spoiler alert.
all right, when
fake.
you watch the trailer for that
Fake,
game.
Fake, 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 fake.
No, I think what they're referring to,
laughing.
what they're referring to is when you watch the commercial for it.
Yeah.
They make the commercial look like it's a YouTube video, and it's this dad laughing as he does to his kid's face.
I love it.
It's forced. The dad is fake laughing,
What?
and they made it to look like a viral video.
My
Like, look
whole-
at this.
My
It's not
whole
going
world is
viral, I can
crumbling.
tell you that.
What's the game called?
No, it went viral.
What's the game called?
Pie face.
Pie in the face?
Face.
Pie face? I don't know.
It just
Pie face,
whenever I see the
exclamation
commercial
point.
now,
Not
it just
even
seems
pie, whipped cream.
I could have sworn.
it seems
I like
forced.
the whipped cream.
It
Hello,
was,
welcome.
It was like an
Come in,
English guy
please
though,
come
right? Like
in.
he was from England. It
Yes,
seemed like he was from
it did.
England.
It did seem like that. Yes.
Oh my god! I thought that was the funniest video I've seen in years.
But I think it's forced and fake. Watch it again.
All
It's just
right.
the dad's laugh doesn't seem genuine now to me.
See, I didn't even consider that a dad. I
They-
thought it was
Maybe
a
he's a
grandfather.
robot.
You know what? It was probably a grandfather.
The
you're right.
robots.
The robot.
But they were trying to be clever and say, let's make the commercial look like a viral video, and this is blowing up. Like, you
They're
need
not
to
real
know
people.
about this.
They're ads.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No, we
giving
don't watch
away-
that show.
Giving away South Park.
I just know the voice you're doing, and I know. No, they don't watch that show.
Good. Then I hit the voice.
Yeah, that's right. I knew exactly what you were doing.
Nathan, what are you doing?
All right, girls. So we've asked you pop
Sound like a
character
wolf.
questions.
What else is there to talk
We asked
about?
you about the Good Dinosaur. Okay, so which movie would you pick for Golden Globe for best animated film of the year?
The Peanuts movie.
Really? Did you
No.
see it? You saw
Yeah,
it?
we saw it.
No.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
It was good, but still no.
You're-
Spoiler.
I think Reese is going with the Good Dinosaur.
Wait, did you
I
watch
think
it?
you know what? I think I'm gonna go
I
for
did
Inside
not.
Out.
Oh,
There's a
that's right.
girl.
You did like that more.
I'm gonna spoil another movie.
Inside Out is a safe bet. I think that
Yeah.
Pixar year after year tends
yes.
to
Actually,
win
this year,
more than often.
this was the first year that they had
Two movies in
movies
one year.
year.
And I read
I'm
a
very
lot
proud
about
of
that.
them.
Like,
What was the other one? The Good Dinosaur?
yeah,
Yeah.
Good Dinosaur got pushed back so many
movies in
times.
one
They had to
year.
switch directors. Actually, they had
Yeah.
issues.
I had heard
And that's
that movie was
probably why
coming
it's
for
not
years. Yeah.
That good.
So
it's
yeah,
not that good?
Pixar's. Wait.
I liked it, but it's not my favorite Pixar movie.
Which one?
And
Good Dinosaur.
The Good Dinosaur, because I think they've done a lot better movies.
Of course.
Inside Out, for example, and The Incredibles, best movie.
Well,
of
it's not
Pixar.
fair to compare
No.
those movies
That's
to this
disappointing.
movie.
Yeah, I know that. I think.
I have a question about
was-
your drawing.
Okay.
Why is your dad wearing a hat in the drawing, not in real life?
I didn't wear one this time.
What? I thought you brought the Boba Fett hat.
I did, but I left it in the car. No, wait. You didn't even once look over at your subject before you started drawing it?
Wow,
It's all from memory.
That's actually
You're weird.
really, really good.
I brought the hat and I left it in the car. Oh, Riley, look. It's the Minoc. We fight those.
What's the Minoc?
That's the thing that's just.
They chew
Oh,
wires.
in Disney Infinity, if you kill one, and if you like kill 100 of them, then you get something.
We're up. We've only killed.
100?
We've only killed 50 of them out of 100.
Oh
they
my
just.
God.
They just fly around. Did you ever play Red Dead Redemption?
No.
They just like when you see a bird fly by and you could just shoot it.
I haven't
but
even played it, but I've watched you play it.
These are
and I already
Minocs. They're
know.
just like little creatures that live in this cave,
Shoot birds.
which is about to be
Creature.
found out to not be a cave. But yeah, we've
Just
killed
shoot
50 out of 100 so far. I don't know.
Right.
If
They're
we're-
inside
all
of
day
a. They're
long.
inside of like a whale creature.
right.
They're
It's space
Jonah.
worm.
Which is actually a puppet. Is it a puppet?
Well, it's not a real animal.
I know. Well, of course, but I hope it's
Sorry,
not
I
a real
didn't-
animal.
I
It's
didn't
like
wanna-
hiding in an
You know what?
asteroid somewhere, just waiting to land on Earth
Hey,
and eat
you
everyone.
know what? There's a billion stars out there, and around those billion stars, there's a billion planets.
Right.
So maybe somewhere there is.
And that's what George Lucas thought.
Did
Right.
you watch The Good Dinosaur?
I don't watch movies.
There's the Minoc. He
Super
shot him
shade.
dead. So yeah, they fly
Shade.
around throughout the whole game. It's
Shade,
just like
shade,
one of those
shade.
side
Hold on a
missions
second. I'm trying to think of the last movie I saw.
in the theater.
Are we talking theater only?
Yeah. Does it matter? Well, no, not really.
You see any James Bond movies in the theater, or
No, I saw Spectre
Yeah,
at
no.
home.
What? Well, that's another story for another day.
Minoc.
Attacking.
Minocs.
C-3PO's
So this is
weird.
like-
Oh, Mad Max
It's like-
was the last movie.
Oh,
I saw.
Mad Max nominated for Best
Pretty-
Picture at the Golden Globes this
I
year.
don't think it'll win Best.
No, it won't. But good to see it get nominated because
Yeah.
damn, that movie looked good.
You know what? It should
Best
win,
Director too.
It should win for cinematography and maybe director,
Right.
but it should definitely win cinematography.
They're
Thanks, dude.
inside
I
a
mean,
giant
I know it's going to
puppet.
go to somebody else, but I was happy to see it get nominated because God, that movie was so good. I wish I'd seen that one in the theater.
Oh my God, they're doing the Star
Wait,
Trek.
look at the camera.
I know.
Still your
I
grumpy
didn't
cat
That's lame.
face.
Star
No.
Trek kind of
Do your
invented
grumpy
that.
cat face.
No.
Do it.
For the last time, no.
Do it. Come on, I really want you to.
Riley,
There it is. There it is.
she doesn't.
She did it, and she
Ah.
laughed about it too.
All right,
Good,
at
good
least
for
we
you.
got it on camera.